Hello, Minecrafters. I don't know. Kind of silly today. Sorry. It's silly day. Listen, I'm taking a break. I've been working on this crazy redstone. So much redstone for that spider tall mob switcheroo mob spawner. And man, I just couldn't look at another redstone duster repeater. So I decided to do something a little different today. This is not a new concept whatsoever. It's just I had a really hard time finding a very plain and straightforward explanation of how to do this. It's the item conveyors using water. So, as you know, water normally goes, what is it, like 7 or 8 blocks, and then it stops until you go down one more level. But there's a whole bunch of crazy hacks you can do to just keep water flowing essentially forever. So you can use it as an item conveyor. If you've got some kind of mob killing machine, creeper dies, gunpowder goes in, and then if you want to transport that gunpowder off somewhere in the distance, this would be the way to do it. So I am going to give you the real basics of how it works. All credit, if I hadn't said already, I looked at a lot of these. Red Eyes seems to have the #1, most cleanest way of doing this, and so total credit for him. I'm gonna link it in the description, but I kind of juiced it up a bit. So here's how I do it. First thing you need to know about, actually, how do I want to show you this? I've got all these built. I might as well show you. Essentially, let me make sure it doesn't work. Works. Let me show you a works one. So what I've got here, the whole nuts and bolts of this thing is this right here. You need your items to go against this wall as far as possible, and then you've got a little kind of diagonal. See how that water is going a little diagonal? You need this to go right up against this water source block, so this water will carry it over just enough until it catches this and keeps on going. I know that's weird concept. Let's show it in action. Alright, so I'm gonna toss some stuff in here. I'll show you how to make one after this, but just to show you. So there they go. They go up to these pressure plates. Pressure plates have nothing to do with anything. It's just using to block water. And you notice it just goes right on through. There's just enough of an edge. They're right up on the edge of this thing, but there's just enough of an edge where it gets caught on this water and keeps on trucking. And you can send that off for as long as you want, basically. But there is a snag on this. Let me find my compass. Do I have a compass? No. Where's my compass? Alright, hold on. 347. I don't know why. Oh wait, I don't need it. That's the clock. Oh, I fail. 345. I guess I didn't prepare. Like I said, silly day. It's a silly day. Alright. So Minecraft's got this weird thing about it where sometimes when you do things like this with the little, the water, water is affected by the direction it's flowing. So I got this little sign that says north. The way you know it's north is you either have a compass, which is really handy if you are underground. Now here's what's messed up. You see that little red line on the bottom? Now it's pointing, I don't know about you, but that's pointing south to me. But that's north. And the way you can tell above ground is if you look at the clouds, and their clouds always move north. And you can see they're moving north. So that's north. But so if that's north, then that's got to be east. But hey, look at the compass. It's pointing east. East and west work fine. north and south are backwards on the compass. I don't know why. If you do, leave a comment, please. But anywho, what I found is I built these in all 4 directions, and I mirrored them. So I did one where this little water segment's on this side, one where the little water segment's on this side, and I did it for all 4 directions. And here's what I found. For every direction, one of them works, one of them doesn't work. And the reason is the water, this water trick won't work if the block is to the east of your stream, or that one doesn't work, or if it's to the north of your stream. So whatever you do, you want to make sure that this little guy is either south of your stream or west of your stream. And I know it's completely weird. So we are now north. This little block is to the west, and everything works fine. Completely strange. But let's build one. So I want to show you. Enough of this. I know I'm making it probably way more confusing than what it needs to be. Cheaty pick. Alright, so there's probably a few ways to get this started, but the way I usually do it is I dig a 4x2 out. Now I know that I am going north, so I want to make sure that that I have my little bumpy thing over to the west. So I need to push things over to the west. Let me grab some water, Mr. Carter. Alright, so by putting just a source block there, you can see water's going over that way. And then we can start digging our little channel. Okay, and we've dug it until there's nothing left, till the water stops, I should say. Put a couple plates and dig 2 out there and put a water source right there, and then you keep on digging. Right, so at that point, let me just grab the blocks that have fallen. At that point, this works great. You want to make sure that you're probably using this as an item drop from some tube that comes down. I would definitely make sure that you feed it into the hole that's already on this side. So definitely this diagonal water is going to shoot it over that way. But yeah, so that's the standard way. That's like the basic setup. Total props to Red Eyes again for doing this. But here's the thing. You may ask yourself, you go, well, shoot, this sucks. Like, half of them don't work. Like, what if I want to turn corners and all that stuff? Well, hey, it's no problem at all. Let me show you. Because you can turn any corner you want as long as you have these 2 little, boosters, water boosters, whatever you want to call them. As long as they're on the correct side of the stream, you're golden. So I've got 2 examples here. Let me kill some squid. See a squid. As long as you've got the little bumpies on the right side, so again, we are north, and so you notice all my bumps are either on the west side or they are on the south side. So check this out. I'm going to throw this in. Give a little bit of what for, right? And we'll walk it through. They're going to go just fine. Right on through. And then, hey, check this out. I'm turning a corner. Now, the only thing you have to make sure is, you'll notice, oh, they just got pushed way over to the edge right there. And that's very important. Right? And then they just keep on going. Right, now we're headed south. And the next bumper thing is on the west. So you notice this flow is moving it over. And so on and so forth, right? It'll go all the way over. And the same thing happens for, I won't run through it, but you can make them go the other way. So you have complete control over which way you want to turn it. So let me show you how you do that. I'll go back to my tutorial I was just doing, right? So let's say you've got, here's your first bump and your water stream, and what is daytime. And let's say you want to send it over that way. So let's say I did that, and bump, 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 bump. Okay. If I look at let's look at the compass this time. This means I'm going south. Remember, north and south are opposite on the compass. So that's cool. That means my two little bumps need to go there. Where did I put my... Stick those suckers there. I'll keep on digging a little bit there. Right, and boom. And I'll grab the blocks. Okay. So let me show you what happens when you don't have the little stream that pushes them back over to the edge. So if I toss a bunch of them in there, there they go. They get pushed over to the edge here. Yeah. And so forth. And here they go. They're turning the corner. But when they turn the edge, you notice they are on the wrong side. And so they're going to get this far, and then they just stop. So we don't want that. Here's the trick. Whichever side, I can get out of the channel, whichever side you want to push it to, on the opposite side, you need to build a little channel. And what you do is you count 5 out from the source block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you start digging. You go, bloop, 2, 3, 4. And then, so usually, you know you've done it right if on the 4th one the water stopped. Stick a water block there. Now what you want to see is that diagonal right there. So that's a good sign. Now, most of the time that's enough. That's all you need to do. Sometimes it depends on the direction and what have you. Sometimes you have to knock out that block too. It never hurts, so you might as well just always do it. So again, you counted out 5, you dig. You could have dug this straight out, you could have, whatever. It doesn't matter. Dig your blocks out, put another source block, and you can knock that out. So that's how you fix that. And you can snake this whole sucker any way you want. Alright, so finally, I wanted to show you a little bit of styling on this, like how you can, because this is kind of ugly. You look at all that business and you're like, oosh, I don't know if I really want to do that, right? Here's some ways you can kind of decorate it. One is this way, which is kind of an exposed, clean. What, rain? I get the most rain every time I'm trying to do a video. Alright, so this one's more of a clean, if you were trying to, you want like something exposed yet all contained. I got a little glowstone in there just for ambiance when when it's nice and dark out. But yeah, you could use this as like the bottom of a sewer tunnel or on your streets or whatever. Nice and clean, good to go. The other option, one of the other options, you could do it old school, kind of like a underground sewer, where this is exposed. Let me go back and show you. Throw some in there. And you'll see them go through. I just put little walkways. Oh, this whole thing is covered with half slabs, just so you know. And I put little walkways over where the pressure plates are, just because that's kind of a sewer type of feel. And of course little torches everywhere. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully that explains things and gives you a little bit of an idea of how you could incorporate it nice and neat in your real world. Got any questions or other ideas, just post them. I want to see some video responses too, if you guys actually incorporate this in your worlds. Alright, that's it. I am done. Yeah. And I'm shutting it off right now. Bye-bye. See ya.